Right. So.
A conversation with him on Worldwide Debates. Oh, there he is. On Worldwide Debates the other day with Riggs, we were talking about fish tank, and yeah, we never like circled around. So.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. I'm live. I should have actually like popped in earlier, but I didn't find the time.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, we're live, and I don't know if I'm gonna hang along. So some weird shit in the air. People are just being weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your stream?
No, it's just a chat.
Oh, I got you.
But yeah, what's going on here? I was looking in the room earlier. There was like nobody there.
Yeah, I popped in here, and then I don't know if you know Rusted Soul. She was over here for a few minutes. We were chit-chatting. And then, yeah, a few more kind of meandered in, but haven't really said much.
Your volume is really low, by the way.
Is it? Okay, thanks. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, it was like, I'm not gonna put the volume up anymore because it's gonna be, then something else is gonna play and gonna be like,
Right.
Gonna shock me. So, right.
Yeah, appreciate the notice.
Sorry?
I said, yeah, appreciate the notice on that. Yeah, I was talking with Larry. I think you and I and Riggs and I guess Wesley, maybe the other night we were talking about the fish tank, and I was just telling him about that.
About, dude.
The fish tank observation with the.
Oh, right, the extra rotation. Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling him about that.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. And I mean, we'll see where they're going to take it, because the Jesse guy who's really leading that, he did seem like he was going to really be hands-on and actually try to create these setups that I suggested, which is great, because that is what they need to do to actually try to progress the argument, because just using the fish tank, it's like, yeah, this is really cool, man. I mean, there does seem to be this interesting effect of light bending down to a gradient. So yeah, maybe terrestrial refraction is a thing on a flat Earth. Right? It's inescapable.
That was the thing, though. It's like, I didn't understand really where you and Riggs were going with the fact that you said it was a flat Earth observation, like it was impossible on a globe, I guess.
No, that's not what it says. Not impossible on a globe, that's not involved. The demonstration proves that terrestrial refraction could be happening as a phenomenon on a flat Earth. It has nothing to do with globe or not being possible of globe. It just doesn't demonstrate it because the gradient is level. The bottom of the tank is level and flat. So
well,
it's
you said level, but like to us, level doesn't mean flat, right?
Doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter how ballers interpret it. It's flat, right? The orientation is flat. The gradient is flat. I mean, you know it is. I mean, you could argue, well, you could still presuppose that it's sort of spherical in proportion with the entire spherical Earth, but that's completely then negating the point of the demonstration. It's supposed to be a miniaturized, scaled down version of actual reality. And well, in that miniature scaled down version, you have a flat bottom and you have a gradient that's parallel to the flat bottom. So you're demonstrating terrestrial refraction taking place on a flat Earth in miniature. So if you want to do that on a globe, then you have to have actual globe bottom that is round, and you have to have a gradient that is adapted to that. And then you can remake a claim of terrestrial refraction on a globe.
The water would still, because there's a horizontal, like there's displacement.
Yeah, you can't use water.
3 feet.
You can't use water. That was part of the conclusion.
Well, the point is the water, and in the purest sense of a demonstration, it may not be measurable by any means that we have, but the water will still bend on a globe. It'll still bend to it'll because it has gravitational potential.
That has nothing to do with the argument. This has nothing to do with the globe. I'm only talking about the dextro rotation demonstration. I don't care how the globe's supposed to work. I know all that. It has no relation to the argument why the dextro rotation demonstration proves terrestrial refraction works on a flat Earth. It has no relation to it whatsoever, right? You can't miniaturize this presupposed sphere workings of physics setup. You can't miniaturize that. You can't make water abide by a small spherical surface. So because it doesn't work that way, you know that practically doesn't matter how it theoretically works on the large scale. You can't do it in the miniature. So that's the entire point. So you have to use something else than water, something that will stick in place and then still show refractive quality, gradiated refractive quality influences in order to do the demonstration properly on a presupposed sphere Earth. That was the entire discussion, right? You can't use the water because the water is going to be level and it's going to adapt to flat. Whether you think that flat is still spherical on the large scale, that's irrelevant because it is a miniature. It is scaled down. It's not on the scale of the realm.
But you know that the bottom of the container has nothing to do with how the water sits, right?
Yeah, I know.
So,
but since
then what do you mean?
Well, it's a miniature version if you're going to presuppose that terrestrial refraction happens on a globe Earth and that it allows you to see around geometrically direct line of sight obstructed things, then you're going to have that physical obstruction there and show that light will indeed bend around it. So you can't just use the flat bottom. Just light bending in an open, transparent medium isn't going to cut it because you have to demonstrate that you can actually make visible that which is geometrically obstructed. That's the only real function that it has.
It'll help if we have the photo in front of us.
No, there is no photo of this. There is no photo because the demonstration, there's no demonstration of it. So it's not been done yet. It's not been done yet.
I'm just talking about this one that Riggs presented that we were talking about. But I mean, if you want to talk about something else, that's fine. But no, I still disagree.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But the dextro rotation doesn't demonstrate a sphere Earth.
What do you mean by dextro rotation?
Why are you asking me? We've literally just been talking about this for 5 minutes. That's what we're talking about.
About the water? Are you talking about the laser like bending? Is that what dextro rotation is?
Yeah, duh. That's what it's called.
I thought that dextro rotation was like something else. It was like vertical left-handed rotation of.
Yeah, well, that's apparently what it also means out there. But when this demonstration first came on the scene as an argument for terrestrial refraction, everybody, especially the ballers that came up with it, called it dextro rotation. So yeah, they might have been wrong calling it that, but that's what it's called now.
Gotcha.
And I didn't give it that name.
Well, I guess maybe what we have in common about this is that I would agree that refraction would still take place on a flat Earth. I don't think that there's anything that changes the way light behaves.
But it's not refraction, though. It's a very specific effect. Because regular refraction is all about hard borders, angle of incident, angle of exit, and that's like very consistent. That's like a fun foundation of optics. This specific effect, this specific naturally occurring phenomenon is different because it's a, transitional medium. It doesn't deal with clear-cut hard borders of refraction. It's like gradients of refraction index. And so it's different. You can't just call it refraction. I mean, the effect comes within refraction, but it's not just refraction. It's different from regular refraction because regular refraction, it's very predictable, very calculable, and it's like accurate. This thing is just new. It's not that predictable, I think. It just.
Do you have a citation for that? Or you just.
I just haven't seen it. There's no mathematical formula for it. It's just a physical demonstration and a claim. While actual refraction is like mathematically perfectly predictable. That's why there is refraction indexes with numbers, exact numbers.
Are you familiar with something called lapse rate?
Not on the top of my head.
It's basically getting the refraction coefficient at different increments throughout the observation. And in fact, I was talking with, I don't know if you know Taylor, the blonde girl that's kind of bounces around between this server and I think Worldwide Debates.
Yeah, I've seen her around, yeah.
Okay. She said that because I suggested this when she brought it up, and she's like, no, I did that. But she said that she has a drone and she took some measurements at the salt flats. I forget which one it was. One of the salt flats the other day, and or like last week or a couple weeks ago. Anyways, She took her drone, which I thought was really creative, and she had temperature. So the lapse rate is like getting the temperature at different points throughout the observation at different heights, right? So like, for instance, you'd go like 100 feet from where you're starting the observation and get like 3 meters off the water, 6 meters off the water, what have you. You get like 3 or 4 different measurements. And then what you can do is you can get the lapse rate and you can find out what the coefficient of refraction is for your observation instead of just using like standard refraction, for instance. So that's all the lapse rate is. And it's very beneficial to getting an accurate observation if you can have that piece of information. Otherwise, what experts like Andrew Thomas Young is kind of the leading expert on refraction, and a couple of others that I've read, they say use standard refraction if you don't have it, but obviously having it is better than not because you know it's the exact conditions.
Yeah, well, I know about the terrestrial refraction math, but that thing is like very fraudulent because it literally presupposes the sphere. It's not reflective of what's actually being demonstrated. And if you want to make that claim that that is accurate, well, then you have to actually demonstrate it through, well, a proper dextro rotation setup where there is a spherical surface and the gradient on top of it is spherical to match, and then show it happening. And it's not been done yet. So it's all divided between math and a flat earth demonstration of refraction downward in a gradient. That's it. That's all there is right now.
Gotcha. So when rise, do you believe that also, or do you believe that light bending downwards does that?
Well, logically, light bending down would do that.
Okay.
But it's like weird because it's basically down and back up, right? I mean, we see things like light going in one direction and then doing a thing is different from viewing, because viewing is back and forth, right? The light actually comes towards you in order for you to see it.
Right. So like if we were looking out upon the water and there was zero refraction and something is so many miles away that we shouldn't be able to see it, well, we would in fact not see it because there's no refraction. But if there was normal refraction where the denser medium is closer to the water, say it's early in the morning, or it's just because sometimes what happens is you get miraging when the water heats up and the density of the air is different, right? So, but if you have normal refraction where it normally bends down, then that's when you get the conditions where you can see things that you shouldn't be able to because the light goes beyond, what you should be seeing straight out in front of you. It in fact will bend. No,
but that's not how it works.
This is just on the globe model, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. In reality, what Riggs was referencing is that there is a side effect of general refraction, of terrestrial refraction, you could argue, that slightly displaces the view within your scope upward. That does not mean that it's going to actually make something visible that is geometrically obstructed. It just means it moves what you can see in a direct line of sight upward. That seems to be a thing. So it's like the horizon, everything at the horizon is apparently moved slightly upward, like a lid with an edge going upward, like that. But it doesn't make things that are obstructed become visible. That's not been demonstrated.
No, that's what it does. That's what it does when the light bends over the curve.
But there's no demonstration of that. Again, I mean, you can keep reiterating that claim. You'd have to actually demonstrate it. It's not been demonstrated. What is demonstrated is that the view is slightly displaced upwards. But since there is no actual proof that refraction can make things visible in view that are geometrically obstructed from a direct line of sight, because there's no demonstration of this, you can't make that claim.
That's what refraction is.
No, it isn't. It isn't. That's not what refraction does. No, you can literally look into the table of optics that describe exactly what refraction does, and refraction displaces visuals within sight. But you can't make something visible that's physically around the corner with refraction. It doesn't do that. Cannot do that. So when you want to make that claim, well, you're going to have to demonstrate it then. It's not been demonstrated.
I've actually got one. Maybe someone else can tag in for a minute, but I've got something I can show you to demonstrate what I'm talking about, actually. You'll like this one.
No, I'm going to be disappointed because there isn't any. You can't make something visible without reflection.
Oh, no, you'll like it.
You can only do that with reflection. You can't bend visuals within a direct line of sight in an open medium in any way. It doesn't matter how much gradation that surrounds you. You can, like, refraction only displaces that which is already in a direct line of sight. That's what it does. That's what it's been calculated and figured out to do. That's why when you have optics manuals and school books that's specifically tied to optics, they make this very clear that that is the case. So
that's not the case.
Yeah, it is. It's literally said to be the case. That's what I learned, and I read through those documents.
So just so I'm clear, like what you're saying is that if it's not in vision, there's no way for it to come into vision, right?
Yeah, if it's geometrically obstructed from a direct line of sight, the geometry is very integral to that statement, right? It's not about what you see, it's about where is what with literal lines, yeah? If it's obstructed geometrically, you won't be able to get it to see it, no matter how much refraction happens, because refraction only displaces visually that which is in a direct line of sight geometrically. That's a fact.
I can just jump in just for a second, I won't be long. So if you Glovers are claiming that you can see something on the other side of the hill, right? And I'm not saying hill, but you know what I mean. Something obstructed by the dropper distance. You're claiming that you can see not only the object on the other side of the hill, but if there's, water under that object, you're claiming to be able to see the water of the other side of the hill. So you're claiming you can see the other side of the hill, bro.
Yep, exactly. That's what
it depends on the conditions. If you're like looking up a hill,
no,
right?
It doesn't.
I'm talking about a lot of major refraction, but if you're looking out flat, right? The reason that we can see buildings or the oil tankers, like for the Black Swan, is because the light is bending downwards and is bringing that into view. In other words, the light from the oil tankers that would normally be obstructed by the curve of the earth, the light reflecting off of that bends over the horizon going your direction into your eyeballs, where it would normally just fly off into space and would never.
That's a claim without demonstration and a gigantic presupposition that it has to be that because the earth is a sphere. No, it's not demonstrated. You have not refuted the fact that I've mentioned. Like, that can't happen unless you can demonstrate it without presupposing that what we're looking at is spherical in order for that to happen. Yeah, you're going to have to make a physical demonstration for that. Dextrorotation is the exact setup you're going to need to demonstrate it. You're going to have to do it with a spherical surface and a gradient that's adapted to that sphere underground, and then the light going beyond the geometry, beyond the direct geometric line of sight, revealing that you could theoretically be able to see something that is geometrically hidden from a direct line of sight. So that's the only thing you could do to demonstrate it. There is no such demonstration, and I don't think it's physically possible.
How about this? Take a look at chat right now. I'm going to blow your mind.
No, I'm not going to take a look at chat. I'm not having the chat on the screen.
Oh,
there is no video you could post. There is none.
No, I posted a picture doing exactly what I said, doing exactly what you did not say.
Oh, you mean an object sticking out on a flat surface, and that's not a demonstration. It's going to have to be the ground.
You're going to have to look.
Well, I know. I've seen that picture. That's the one picture that I've seen that people have attempted to rebut me with what I said. That's not a rebuttal. An object sticking out and being displaced within view is not proving that you can see behind a completely concealed area. Geometrically.
Yeah, it is, because
no, it isn't, because it's an object sticking out, and light in view actually bends around all kinds of stuff. Yeah, because of lensing. Yeah, it goes in all directions.
You're wrong, and then you can tell me how.
No, you're wrong. You're not demonstrating it. Don't do this. Don't.
Hey guys, one at a time, please. Just one at a time.
Okay, I'd like to explain this photo. Is that okay?
Yeah, please. One at a time.
Just for the audience.
All I'm asking. Yeah, just for the audience, one at a time.
Sure. On the top photo is the refracted image of these two oil tankers that are colloquially known as the Black Swan. And the reason it's called that is because, well, Black Swans are extremely rare, and this happened on a very rare occasion. If you look on the left side, there is a. Okay.
How do you know
why it's called the Black Swan?
I'd be happy to answer every single one of your questions if I could just get through this. I'll be like 30 seconds. So on the left one, you can see by the jagged edge of the...
Isn't that the whole crux of your...
Just let him finish his damn 30 seconds and then he can shut up.
I mean,
Go
what's the
ahead.
point?
I can't wait to shut up. If you
Yeah,
guys
good.
please.
Get on with it.
Arwijn, quiet. All right.
Get on with it or you're muted.
I don't care.
Don't fucking tell me to quiet or I'm putting you on mute. I'm in a live show right
Hey
here.
guys, please. Can
All
we
right.
just
So,
simmer down a little bit? Come on, guys.
okay. So, anyways, the oil tanker arm is very, very not straight, right? So you know that there's refractive conditions here. In fact, you know that because if you look at the bottom stilts of the two ships, they're raised out of the water. And the one in the back is about 12 miles away, if I remember correctly. The one in the front's about 7 miles away. You can see the bottom of that boat in the back that you ordinarily wouldn't be able to see, like in the bottom photo there. That's not refracted. You can see very crisp, sharp edges in the bottom, and therefore, what we know is that the refractive conditions were extreme on the top day. That happens very rarely, and made the part of the ship that's usually hidden, aka the stilts on the bottom, visible, demonstrating exactly what I said, that light bending downward brings things up into your view.
Wait, how do
Are you
hidden by the
done?
water.
That was a minute.
How do
Are
you know
you
the
done?
top
No.
is
Oh, stop.
refracted?
Stop.
Wait a second.
Are you done? Are you done? You got your
you
got your
notice the
30
inflection of
seconds.
my
Are you
voice?
done? I'm asking a
Inflection of
question.
my
Answer the
voice went
question.
Like I'm done.
Are you
No,
done?
I'm not going to answer the question.
Oh, well,
You can
then
tell
I'm
me.
gonna put you on mute. There you go. So thank you. Thank you for reiterating that stupid, tired out argument in which you presuppose and flip around what refraction actually does, like always, like all ballers do, that they have done for like 10 years straight, every damn time it's brought up. Yeah, well, guess what? You're presupposing that the displaced view, where one is much lower than the other, is the real thing, and that means it is possible. But in reality, no, it doesn't work like that, because refraction can displace visually things out of sight, as in behind an apparent obstruction, when in reality it isn't behind an apparent obstruction. It can do the opposite, though. Something that is geometrically obstructed cannot be made visible, but something that is not obstructed can be made visible, can be displaced out of view. That is a possibility. It's very distinctly described. So you can then try to flip it around, which is a standard tactic for any terrestrial refraction argument maker. And this is an argument that's been done for 10 years. It's not going to work. It doesn't demonstrate anything. You're just flipping things around and creating more confusion. And I'm done with this. I'm not going to continue this. So, you want to say anything, Blob? This eye guy here. He's
Yeah,
not
why
gonna
are you
talk.
spiraling so hard? Just relax.
No, this is my show. It's not gonna have rambling ballers on
It's
it.
not like this guy is beating you. in
I
the
don't
argument.
care if he's beating. It's not about whether he's beating me. I'm not muting him because I'm threatened by his fucking arguments.
I
It's
know.
just
I'm
I
just
don't
teasing
want to
you.
fucking deal with lunatics that reiterate the same shit over and over again. Yeah, not tolerant to that.
You're kind of in the wrong spot for that.
No, I'm using this panel, but it's my live show, and I'm gonna deal with it the way that I deal with it. And I got permission to do that from the moderators, so that's what I'm gonna do. And if people don't like that, I will mute you. And then you could still hear each other over there, and you'll still be heard on the Earth Awakening stream. You just won't be heard on my stream, which is live, so that I can maintain control over my show and not get hijacked by
You said that you're
lunatics.
afraid
I don't fucking care
for
what
your
he's gonna
audience
say.
to hear.
I just don't want to fill my streams with malarkey horse shit and mind control, and so I will enforce that. I enforce that as a policy, and I will remain doing that. I will keep doing that, because that's what I do with my show. If you don't like it, you don't have to like it. It's not a condition. It's not of consequence. I'm still gonna do
Hey,
it.
so what do you eat? What's your
What do we
diet?
eat? What?
What is your diet?
Why are you asking? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. It's just a question.
Okay, well, I ate a hamburger. I eat all organic, and I made one myself, and it was very great.
Made the bread?
No,
Oh.
You put
I
salt
assembled
on
it. I baked it. I never buy like fast food, so it's like I make my own fast food, all organic and healthy.
Deep down, he's an
salted?
American. Eating hamburgers. Welcome to the club, Arwijn.
Hey, hamburgers are amazing if they're actually done right, if the ingredients are right, and if it's all fresh, right? The problem with the fast food industry is that they don't have it fresh, and it is very rarely organic. So you're gonna get crap that's basically been designed to have a long shelf life and not be healthy, or barely be. So I just make it myself.
Is that like all you eat?
No. It's what I ate yesterday. But I mean, I eat all kinds of things. But I only eat cooking that I do myself.
Yes, you're still muted. And I ate kimchi and yogurt for breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast. I just take my supplements that I take in the morning. And the coffee that I have on my show.
I didn't eat kimchi for food because it tastes like crap. So I ate it for a supplement.
Well, I don't chew on my supplements. Except the vitamin C because it absorbs better that way. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a breakfast kind of eater. Like, unless I get up really early because I have to do things and then I might eat earlier. But no, I'm typically not a breakfast guy.
Dude, you only absorb vitamins properly when it's in food.
Yeah, well, I got really
Raw
good supplements that will absorb. They're like fermented, all those things. Oh, it is effectively already food.
Oh,
and like I can feel it immediately. Like it enters my body, I can
I don't
feel
think he
it.
wants to talk with your friend Jamie.
What?
You don't take like pill supplements, right?
I'll mute people and then
Capsules
ask what when they speak.
and like those fermented type of pills that I chew those. It works.
Is it like a capsule of something crushed up? Or
It's
talking
well,
about?
the capsules are powder based. There's powder inside of it, and the other fermented pills are like crammed together. But it's not like it is bioavailable. Like these are good supplements. I know the difference. I can feel the difference between regular cheap ass vitamin pills and actual real good bioavailable supplements. Like I've been on that for decades, so you just have to stick to the right brands. Right, I mean, it just goes alongside eating organic. Like, there's really a big difference between organic food and non-organic food. They put in what they all put in there. All right, so since we've moved on, I'll unmute here. I don't even know what his full name is, but
Oh, you can hear me again?
yeah.
Do you want to speak to my friend Jamie?
No,
Okay.
I'll speak to your friend Jamie.
I don't know.
What topic were you covering on your channel, Arwijn, this morning? Did you have any topics you were doing over there?
Well, I was talking about things that do not relate to Flat Earth. It's basically talking about psychology, relation between social media pressure and eugenics mindset, which is absolutely a thing, I think. And my own spiritual things, like the technique. I brought up the technique.
Yeah, that's beyond my threshold. Someone else can take a stab.
Yeah, well, I didn't, I talked about it on my show because it's something that I can talk about. It's not a subject I care to discuss here with people because most people just don't get it and they're not gonna get it.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Oh, that's a cool one. That's a cool one from Rakia, but that's like opposite refraction. What is that called? Fata Morgana or something? Right?
You can call it what you want, but it's basically the sky and the water being mirrored upon itself in an opposite way. Sometimes it, like you said, it happens in the opposite way. In the foreground is the water is higher, and the background where your oil rig and my shrimp boat are appear lower, but it's actually not. It's just the foreground appearing higher. There's just a phenomena that happens under certain conditions, whether the surface of that water is flat or spherical. The pictures don't prove that, but for one group to say that the bottom of the ship is obstructed because the earth is curved, even though they haven't measured it, is just ludicrous.
Yeah.
We can prove that it can happen both ways. So,
It can happen 3 ways.
Well,
Concave can happen too.
but it doesn't really happen both ways. I mean, refraction only displaces that which is in a direct line of sight. Like refraction, effectively, if there's displacement due to refraction, it's always going to make things less visible. It's going to displace something and then take something else out of view because of it. It never brings anything back into view. Refraction never brings anything into view that is not already into view in a straight line of sight.
I may or may not agree with that, but I never called it refraction and never do. I call it an optical phenomena. Like your brain interprets the information that it receives through the eyeballs that's reflected off of the objects. Your brain interprets that and creates optical phenomena easily. You can do it on your countertop 2 feet away with a glass of water. But when you look through the atmosphere,
The diffraction edge. Yeah, I get that.
Right. So it's just an optical phenomena, a mirage or something that's not actual, right?
Right, but do
The
you
vote
agree
is-
with my
the
general
vote is not
assessment, though?
flawed.
Do you agree with my general assessment, though, that whatever's happening there, these effects do not make something become visible that's not in a direct line of sight unless there's literally like a mirroring going on? Because, yeah, with the mirror, you can see around a corner. That's the only thing you can do that with. You can't bend visuals around a corner. Like,
Yeah,
that
you
doesn't
can.
happen.
You most certainly can.
You can with standard refraction.
Yeah,
on
not
the
with
globe,
hard borders. It's
With
only with
standard
hard borders.
refraction on the globe, with where light's bending
Oh,
down,
God.
the consequence of that is you see further than you're quote supposed to, and things will appear higher than it actually is.
I know that's a theory, but you'd have to actually have a visual demonstration of that, and that's not happened yet.
Okay, well, at least the theory, like, you understand, right? Because the showing it is another thing.
I know the theory
like-
of terrestrial refraction. It's fiction, because there's
So,
no
like, look-
physical demonstration that it's actually gonna work like that.
The idea is if you have the globe and you've got the hard geometric horizon where things start going behind it without any atmosphere, okay? Once you put in atmosphere with standard refraction, you're going to see a little bit further beyond that, a little bit further.
Yeah, I know that's the theory behind the presupposed effects of terrestrial refraction on a presupposed spherical Earth. Yeah. But in reality, with optics, it can't do that because, as I've been reiterating over and over and over again, you can't have refraction effects make something visible that's obstructed from a direct line of sight. Not without hard borders, like hard line vertical borders, and then having an angle of incident that'll allow you to just look beyond the corner. Right? That's not the setup. It's a gradiated setup. So that's not there. And there's no mirror either, right? There's no standard mirror. Those are the only two conditions that allow you to kind of see something beyond the geometric obstruction. It's not the situation on Earth. So that never happens. Definitely not as a standard.
How do you explain the sun never changing size?
You don't know what the sun is.
Most certainly do.
No,
Have
you
ever had a
don't. I
sunburn?
know what you've learned that it's supposed to be, but you have no evidence that it is that at all.
Have you ever had a sunburn, Arwijn?
Yeah, oh my, there's definitely light that we're getting absorbed here. It doesn't absolutely mean that you know what that source is or what we're actually looking at. Just know there's sunlight arriving here and it's coming from a consistent angle, and that's it. That's the available data.
Do you know that we measure the distance to the sun in the 50s?
No, you
shooting
don't.
Radar at it?
Yeah, right. That's even
we don't.
theoretically debunked. Jesus Christ, dude.
I'll post
You
some more
can't
evidence.
do that. It has a black body in it, for fuck's sake. According to the official
bounces
narrative.
It bounces off of the particles, not the actual sun. But of course, you know that.
What
Oh,
particles?
not the fun then?
It's nuts. You're nuts, dude.
Hydrogen. It's mostly hydrogen, right?
Hydrogen.
But
It's
you knew that.
Freaking transparent gas. It doesn't
Yeah,
bounce
but-
off
You take, like, a
transparent
biopsy
shit.
of
That's
the sun
nuts.
And you know that it's made of hydrogen?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah, I think
nuts.
it's like 70% hydrogen. I don't remember. It's a lot.
It's
When
not
did
gonna
that
bounce
happen?
off anything, and it has an admitted black body. It's like highlighted.
Arwijn, if
It's
you're not gonna engage, I'm
highlighted
gonna
by
talk to someone
frickin'
else.
NASA, by astronomers, that it has a frickin' black body in it, and that it can't actually. It just reflects nothing. Everything goes past it. It's like you can't detect it. They admitted it.
I can't believe you know so little about the sun, but you pretend to know everything about
Okay,
it.
yeah, you're back to mute. I'm not gonna deal with fucking
So
ball
Arwijn,
targets.
when you say
Jesus
we don't know
Christ.
what the sun is, are you claiming that it's not a physical thing?
Yes, it isn't.
How do you know that?
Because there is no evidence that it is, other than light is arriving and there's a consistent angle of where you see
Is
it.
there evidence that it isn't?
There is no evidence that it is. There's only stories and false claims about detection and radar measurement, which has been debunked by the frickin' official narrative itself. I'm not even gonna entertain anybody that brings that shit up.
Yeah, but you've come to the conclusion that it's not a physical body, and I'm asking you how you came to that conclusion.
Because I've not seen sufficient evidence that would prove to me that it is a physical body. Nobody's approached it. Yeah, there is no measurement. The inverse square law of light isn't applying. And the angles don't line up, in any case, with anything. According to my view, it is a hologram, as are all the celestial lights. Not a proof for this or other lead for this, because you can't physically prove it. I appeal to the lack of evidence for my model of interpretation, right? That's what I do. You don't have to like it. It won't hold up scientifically. I don't give a fuck. Yeah? This is how I see it. There's no evidence that the sun is a physical object or has an actual location, and neither do any of the stars, including the moon. Yeah? They're holograms. We don't know how they're made. They're non-local. And they have angular consistency with the observation, and when you move up in a straight line, the entire celestial sphere, apparent sphere, keeps moving up with us without any deviation or rotation or anything. And like, the only way that can happen is because it's freaking hologram that surrounds the observer, and that's it.
So according to you, the moon is not a physical object either.
That's right.
How do you respond to the fact that we've been shooting radar signals?
No, you
at the
haven't.
moon
It's
and
lies.
That they bounce back at us.
It's lies. Those people are liars.
It's lies.
Yeah, it is lies. It's never been demonstrated. Yeah. You don't very manipulate the direction. Yeah. I'm sure you can shoot radar upward somewhere and then have it bounce back. Yeah, we're contained. We have to be contained, otherwise it would the setup would I'm not finished yet explaining. I'm not finished yet.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. Yeah? I'm sure radar's gonna bounce up and then bounce back down. But you're not varying and manipulating the direction when you do it. It's never been visually demonstrated. I've put up what would be required as a proper demonstration that it's even happening. Nobody's ever done that in 10 years. Nobody's ever going to do it. Yeah, you're going to have to point a radar emitter to the moon on camera, showing that it's moving at the moon, and then live as you're pointing it at the moon, show that it's getting registered on another screen that's also going to be on screen in the video, and then move it away from the moon, and then see the signal drop off, no longer being registered, and then move it to the moon again. Yeah, that's never been done, not one fucking time. So do not bring up to me that there's evidence of moon signal rebounds. Okay, it does not exist.
There are videos.
No, they're not.
Apollo left moon reflectors on.
Nobody's done that. You're presupposing that they put shit on the moon in order to prove your demonstration. You have not done what I have said you have to do in order to prove that there is such a thing. Nobody's done that. It should not be difficult at all to demonstrate it. It should be the easiest fucking thing anybody could ever do, because you can do it all here on Earth. Yeah? All here. You don't have to build anything out there. You don't have to go to the moon. You could just do it right here, right now, with basic equipment, and nobody's done it. And until somebody does it, I'm not going to accept any nonsense claims about the possibility of moon signal rebounds. Okay? Are we clear on that? We can move on.
Bro, I'm not gonna be your messenger boy.
They just created an optical illusion with a gas. You can see the thing on the wall in the back doesn't move, but the things on the table where the gases are present move up and down. Yeah, which optical illusions happen.
It doesn't happen in nature though, because they've got some sort of gas that's compressed at a very, very low temperature. I mean, does anybody ever fill a butane lighter? Right? Anybody ever froze warts off? I mean, this kind of temperature differential doesn't exist in nature. So for them to show this, it's a false equivalency to nature, just like a fish tank full of sugar water is a false equivalency to nature.
I don't even need to go there. But you're right.
That, but I think that optical illusions are created by the atmosphere and how by how our brains interpret the information that our eyeballs receive. I mean, the eyeball is not interpreting anything. It's just sending the reverse image. Our brain interprets it. So gases, obviously can do it. Just looking at an exhaust of a jet plane taking off, it distorts the objects behind it, or that you're looking through that gas. It makes them wavy or non-existent.
Nothing. He's not going to say anything, huh?
Is somebody talking to me?
Oh, you unmuted me. Yeah.
Yeah, because we moved on. But if I can mute you again, if you're going to be a bitch immediately, don't worry about it. I'll put you right back on mute.
Bro, Arwijn, just take it easy, bro. Just be in the right spirit and everything. Take it easy.
I'll do whatever the fuck I please to do.
Yeah, well, of course.
This is my
you're
show.
The master of yourself. Just a suggestion.
I don't care. You don't have to talk to me on how to act. I do exactly how I do things. This is my show.
Just
yeah,
but
you could try to have some common decency. This is a Christian place where we prefer not to use too many swear words. Like I would really appreciate it myself. I don't know about others, but
cool. Yeah. Well, that's really nice. I will talk the way that I talk.
The gaslighting is in full fucking effect. You guys are unreal. Stop attacking Arwijn, man.
Whoa, I'm having
Nobody's
a
gonna
real
echo.
echo feedback there from you. Who's echoing?
Who's echoing?
Hey,
Wait, check.
if you wanna tune into my live stream real quick, just with like paint, I'll just try to explain the idea of how you can see further with refraction
No.
and how it works.
No, I don't care how the theory works. There needs to be a demonstration, and until that, I do not give a shit about the theory of terrestrial refraction enabling to see you beyond it, physically obstructing geometry. I do not care to hear or have that reiterated
That's fine.
over and over again.
That's
I
exactly
don't give
what the
a
photo I
fuck.
showed you was.
I don't give a fuck.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
but
let
that's
you-
a demonstration that you said doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Remember that?
a physical demonstration. Yeah, that does not use a mirror and that does not use a vertical hardboard to change the angle of view. Yeah, because that's not here in the world. Dealing with a gradient.
That is physical.
That's what it is. No, there is no there's no freaking giant glass plate standing out of the ground everywhere, yeah? To cause that. Yeah, that's a vertical hardboard. That would do it. It's not there. There's no big mirror in the sky either, causing you to be able to see anything beyond a physical obstruction. All you got is a gradient. Yeah, a horizontal gradation that bends light downward. It doesn't demonstrate that it can see beyond the geometry that obstructs direct line of sight. Yeah? If you want to make that claim, you have to physically demonstrate that in the proper way.
So
that's been discussed earlier. I'm not going to go through it again.
For the live stream chat of Not Arwijn show, I'm just going to tell them exactly what they're looking at.
All
right.
right.
Now. There's
See
a
you guys
laser
later.
on.
Yeah, they were not going to stop with their bullshit. So they can do that on their own stream. Right. Been 2 hours anyway. I'm gonna round out my show because I'm gonna get some lunch. It was nice, but I mean, yeah, when fucking baltards are continually trying to hijack and just maneuver their shit in my backyard, I'm not gonna accept it. I'm gonna get rough in my language. I'm gonna mute them because that's how I do it. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. Go kill yourself if you don't like it. Do not visit my channel again. Do not watch my stuff because I will do that. And I will keep doing that until the end of my social media activity. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. All right? I do not tolerate this gaslighting, idiotic horse shit. Been very clear about the parameters of requirement for evidence, and they refuse to accept it. Well, then you're not a part of my conversation. Yeah, since the Earth Awakenings was getting dominated by fucking baltards doing that, I just leave. Then it's over. And they're gonna keep moving in there and doing that, then I will stop visiting fucking Earth Awakenings and having it be part of my show, because I will not have fucking baltard deranged idiots forcing themselves on my streaming time. It's not gonna happen. Go fuck yourself. Got it? Yeah, go indoctrinate fucking retard somewhere else. Not here. Right. Anyway, I'm rounding out the show. I think it was pretty good overall, despite all the baltardism at the end. There you go. In there. You don't like it when I swear so much? Well, too fucking bad. It's gonna happen. Try to avoid it. Frickin' asshole baltards keep trying to force themselves in my show. Then I'm gonna get pissed off and I'm gonna start swearing. It's gonna happen, right? So yeah, the show is now 2489. The relation between social media pressure and eugenics mindset, the surreal effectiveness of the technique, and Globe Zealots attempt EA panel show segment hijacking. Yeah, I think this overall covers it. Got the comma in there. Right, I'm gonna round out the show now. So thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked this show. I thought it was okay. I mean, yeah, the swearing at the end, but I mean, fuck that. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, I could just keep mute this one, mute that one, and or I could have just left immediately. I mean, hey, you can tell me, you can leave a comment like, hey, dude, if the EA panel is gonna be like this, then don't add them, or just leave. If you like that better than the way that I compose myself, including the swearing, right? I try to just like, okay, I just want an hour segment with this roughly. I sort of made an hour. But yeah, they kept bringing the same shit in. Like 3 different people doing the same shit over and over again. Yeah, like, no, I will not do that. And it's gonna piss me off because it's like, I told them, I've been very clear cut, not this. This is not gonna happen. And yeah, if people then don't listen and they do it anyway, yeah, it's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna start swearing. I'm sorry. very sorry. I don't like swearing. I'm not seeking it out. But it's gonna happen, though, when people do that on my show. Right, anyhow. Rounding out, thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. I thought it was overall pretty good. If you liked it too, then please don't forget to Rogans it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me Super Chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Do not... What the hell was that? Yeah. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I could really use it. I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2490. Almost reaching the 2500. Wow. On a Wednesday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this Tuesday. And yeah, until the next video, keep it flat.